This is Digits, a web game developed by multi-billion-dollar company, the New York Times. The concept is simple. Combine numbers using a variety of operators to reach the target number. Seems fun, right? There's only one small issue. If I just zoom in a bit here, yeah, it's gone. So I remade it. It was around July 18th when it was announced that Digits was being taken down. The beta had ended, and the game didn't receive enough attention. As I had started enjoying the game, this came as a disappointment. That's when I remembered something. I make games. Okay, here's the idea. Make a close to one-to-one replica of Digits in 10 days. I started off with a prototype. Since the real game was still open, I used that to model and went back and forth between the two until I got something that looked pretty good. Next up was the operations. As shown in this code, when you click on a number and already have another number and operation selected, it performs the operation. It turns the original number invisible and makes the new number the solution to the problem. Now, you might notice something the original game has that I do not. An undo button. This part of the project definitely involved the most difficulty. And in the end, it wasn't perfect. For each operation performed, a new state is created. This state holds the current number in all of the slots, as well as which ones are visible and which ones are not. It took a while to develop this system from scratch, but in the end, I got it working pretty well. Now, a break from the project for a bit. I want to talk about what inspired this in the first place. When I first discovered Digits, I did find it pretty fun. However, the thing that intrigued me even more was this article I read about, its creation. The article mentions that New York Times hosts an annual game jam each year, and that's how all of the official games come into existence. As someone who has participated in many game jams in the past, I was very surprised to figure out that all of these games were made in a similar way. For a while, I had tried making my own New York Times style game, but since Digits was being discontinued, I found this to be the perfect chance. Okay, back to my game. At this point in the project, I hit a bit of a standstill. I was trying to implement a database system, but nothing was quite working. I spent at least 2 days trying to figure out Node.js and MyESSQL, but eventually gave up and went for a hard-coded approach. Not the best solution, but it worked for my small-scale project. Around this time, I also used Python, which I'm more familiar with, to develop an algorithm to create puzzles that would be fun and balanced for difficulty. Aside from a main menu and some tweaks here and there, the project was done. I had succeeded and was proud with my creation. Here it is. And just like that, a few days later, Digits was gone. However, while everyone else was upset about not being able to play, I had my own version and felt like it never went away. And that's it. I recreated a game from one of the biggest web game publishers in the world, and for a good reason. If you like these videos, I'd appreciate you leaving feedback in the comments or subscribing if you want to see more. Until then, I'll see you later.